Paranormal podcast contains content that might not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. This is Paranormal Podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Paranorm, the podcast where we chat all things true crime and paranormal, and sometimes weird infomercials that bring me joy. I'm Emily.
I'm Sierra.
And this week we are talking about a phenomenon known as the hum, which is so funny because Sierra and I, while we were putting everything together this evening, were trying to find the fucking noises. Like, we unplugged the fridge, couldn't find out what the noise was. We've turned off the heat, we've turned off Emmett's tank, like, so now I'm freaking out that I hear the hum because I've, like, put that in my head. So I'm a little alarmed at the moment.
Yeah, okay. I can see why.
But before we, fall into a deep, dark hole of, oh my goodness. I was gonna ask you how you are, but that sigh says it all.
No, I think I'm doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, work was not bad.
That's good.
I mean, everything else has just been going. So
yeah.
I don't really have any.
Anything fun?
No, not really. I don't think so.
No. My life's still a fucking disaster.
I built a terrible quote unquote.
Oh my god!
Like quotes.
She is
air quotes around magazine rack.
She is being so fucking insane about it. It is beautiful and I love it. And she built me a magazine stand holder thing. I don't know what to call it. I can put my magazines in it. For my restroom. I screwed
4 pieces of wood together that she can put magazines in her.
It took her all day, and I felt really, really bad about it.
It was so terrible. I had this grand idea of what it was gonna be, and then it just fell apart from there.
It was beautiful. I love it so much. I'm gonna paint it, and it's gonna be great. It's already holding 3 magazines at this moment.
The only thing that I do like about it is that the wood sands really well, and it gets really soft.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing I like about it. Everything else is crap, but that's
me.
Fine.
Everything is crap right now except for my nice new magazine holder.
What is it? The house is what is it?
We're all fine and the house is crooked.
Yeah.
Or the house is crooked and we're all fine.
Or something like that.
That's what I said, or Sierra said one day, and just our life motto, because basically, yes. This just had been a very, very stressful week. I was telling everyone that would listen that I don't think my face has been so broken out since I want to say sophomore year of high school. My face has never has not been this bad since. The anxiety is real. But I did paint a nice coffee table and a very nice fish tank stand. So I have that going for me at least.
Yeah. A couple wins for the week.
Yeah. That was all. So I'm not going to go into it further, mostly because I need to de-stress and talk about something not stressful, which is how I live. But anyway, I feel like that's all. That's my little rundown. I'll think of something. Let's see. No?
I just want to say that this is usually Emily's spiel, but I'm just going to say you guys are killing it.
Oh my god, yes. You guys are so amazing. Literally every single time I look at our little data thing, is that what you call it? I don't know what the fuck to call it. But every time I look at it, I'm just holy fucking shit, Sierra, you need to go look at the map. And earlier she went to go look at the map and then she logged me out of the map. But yeah, we are fucking killing it, y'all. I love you guys so much. And I don't say that ever, but
no.
To anyone. But yeah, except for Mags, because she's a precious little baby. So all right, let's get into it, probably, maybe?
Yeah. All
okay.
Right. Here we go.
No, let's see. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's get into it. That's how this week is gone, guys. Okay, so to begin, my sources for this week are livescience.com, how it's made, which I fucking love how it's made. Sierra and I were just talking about this the other day. The Guardian, BBC, and a couple others that, of course, will be on the blog as usual. So I'm going to give you like a quick little rundown, then go into like specifics. Okay.
Okay.
Like just like about the hum, like a quick little bullet.
Overview.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. Oh God. So the
This
hum.
is the slide where you say, these are all the things I'm going to talk about.
Basically.
Gotcha.
Which I was telling you, I love doing PowerPoints, but I have to like restrict myself like with doing PowerPoints because I get way too into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you know, because I was telling you this earlier, like I get really obsessed, y'all. Like everything has to be perfect. So it's kind of a problem. Anyway, I'm gonna say the hum like 20 billion times, so just go with it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the hum, here we go, is the name often given to widespread reports of a persistent, invasive, low-frequency humming, rumbling, or like droning noise, not audible to all people. Hums have been reported in the United States, United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Canada. And sometimes, like, it's named according to, like, locality, like, where the problem has been, like, particularly publicized.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to sneeze. Nope.
That's you.
You took away my yawn, you asshole. Oh, fucking hell. All right. So it's like the case that I want to talk about in New Mexico, it's just called the hum.
Okay.
And then in Ontario, it's known as the Windsor hum.
Windsor, Ontario.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I've
been there.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you went to Canada.
Yeah. Once.
know that.
That was the only place I ever. It's literally like not even 20 miles over the border.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, when we move to Maine, this is happening, y'all. It's like literally just like boop, so I have to get a passport. Not Ontario. I don't know where Ontario is, but I know Newfoundland is right there.
Ontario is where you can go when you cross over to Detroit from Detroit.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. All right. Anyway, so the hum here. I feel like we should make a drinking game out of this, and every time I say the word the hum or like the phrase, I guess it's a phrase.
Yeah, since it's 2 words.
Yeah, everybody should drink unless you're driving. Don't drink and drive, y'all.
Unless it's like Gatorade or something.
Or my lovely Diet Coke.
Your
Right.
non-alcoholic beverage of choice.
Yes. Just do it in a shot of coffee. Just like. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much caffeine I run on, but the cup that I'm drinking out of
insane.
the cup that I'm drinking out of right now can hold an entire bottle of wine, and I have at least 3 of those a day of Diet Coke. So,
And I'm over here with like a regular like travel mug size of like tea, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then I have coffee in the morning. Every morning.
I do not.
Yeah, I have coffee every morning, and then I have that much Diet Coke. So, yeah, I'm very well caffeinated. Anyway, take a drink every time I say the hum because it's a lot. Anyway, the hum.
Or if you're not of the drinking variety and you're looking to
Sierra doesn't drink
to get some more exercise in.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
I mean, you could just like come up every time she says it. You could do like a different exercise.
Just like pick up the remote and turn
up to a new channel.
Oh dear Lord. Okay. Anyway,
sorry.
It does not. All right. So this phenomenon does not appear to be like a single instance, like a one-time event. You know, It started like it's been contested when it was first reported. In 1973, a report mentions a university study of 50 cases of people complaining about, quote, a low throbbing background noise, which is what we were trying to find a moment ago when we were setting everything up.
Seriously.
That others were unable to hear. The sound always is like peaking between 30 and 40 hertz. That's Hz, right? I'm not losing my mind. Okay.
Yep.
So it was only found to be heard during cooler weather with a light breeze and often early in the morning. These noises...
This is why you should sleep in.
These noises were often confined to a 6.2 mile radius. The hum has baffled researchers since the 1970s when first widespread reports, like I just stated, it started to pop it up in different places. So it popped up in like rural parts of England.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to say that word, and I'm kind of proud that I got through it that easily. Armed with highly sensitive instruments, teams of scientists have attempted to hunt down the source of the unrelenting noise. The results? Inconclusive. Why did I want to say unconclusive? Is that a word?
Unfounded. I don't
Unfounded?
know. Unconclusive? I don't
feel
think
like
so.
it's not.
Inconclusive.
Thank you. Reports have stated that from even like as far back as, and this isn't as far back, like compared to the 1970s, like 1950s, there were also reports, but not as widespread. From people who had never heard anything unusual before, suddenly they were super fucking annoyed. At least I would be.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, like all of a sudden by like a low frequency humming, throbbing, and like rumbling sound. A lot of people describe it as being, because like I can't hear it, and I'm kind of sad about it.
I 100% can't hear it. If you can't hear it, I definitely can't.
Sierra's hearing's not the best, but that's okay. Because she has me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like a idling semi-truck, that kind of rumbling, but just a little bit quieter. That's what it's been described as.
Okay.
The cases seem to have several factors in common, which these vary wildly on the area. Generally, the hum is heard only indoors and is louder at night than during the day. It also is more common in rural or like suburban environments. Reports of a hum are rare in urban areas, which makes sense because there's so many other noises happening. Probably because obviously the steady background noise, like I just stated.
So it could be there. It's just that they can't hear that specifically.
Yes. Now, I was like, who the fuck hears this? Like, is it like actually a thing? Are there actual people that hear this? Because I found out about the hum on Criminal Minds. Like, that's how I knew it. That's how I thought, that's how I figured out that this was an actual thing. Because I Googled it after a Criminal Minds episode because I just binge watched all 15 seasons. I'm not exaggerating.
No.
Sierra was here for some of that. So Spencer Reed is wonderful and I love him. What?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I like listening to him talk.
I do too. I love when he gets on tangents. Anyway, like me. So only about 2% of people living in any given hum-prone area can hear the sound. Most of them are ages 55 to 70, which I found odd.
Yeah.
Because those people can't hear.
Right. I mean, obviously you lose your hearing like over time, so that is very interesting.
Right?
So it's not necessarily literally hearing related.
So according to a study in 2003 by acoustical consultant Jeff Leventhal of Surrey, England. Is that how you say that? Surrey? Okay. News of the hum made enough noise, pun absolutely intended, to attract the first serious researchers in a 1977 volume of the scientific journal called Applied Acoustics, which I have never wanted to know how many scientific journals there are just for noise, and I have found out there are a lot.
Yeah, I would say so.
A lot.
There's a lot of scientific journals just in general.
Oh, yes, there are. And it
more
matters.
than the normal person would think.
Yes, and it matters tremendously how you spell one specific scientific journal. I also found out the hard way because I was trying to find this one that had stuff about this. And I went to this completely other one that was no way related to this, and I read it for 10 minutes, what the fuck? And then I looked and I misspelled it. So, super cute.
Crap.
Super fun. Yeah. So.
Not getting those 10 minutes back.
Okay, so the two researchers explored a particular environmental noise phenomenon, quote, which appears to be a cause of real and severe disturbance to certain people. End quote. Their best guess was a low frequency sound waves generated by distant industrial sources. So we're going to go to, like, different places, like, where the hum has been heard, because it's not heard everywhere, like I said before. But, like, there's, like, like, actual places where you are guaranteed to hear it if you have the ability to. Like, it's like a constant thing. It hasn't gone away. So
What if? Sorry, tangent.
let me hear it, because I'm going to take a sip of Diet Coke.
Slight tangent here. What if it's a made up universe like Wanda? Like,
oh my god, that would be so fucking. Okay, so have I said this on here?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
I'm obsessed with Marvel. I fucking love Marvel. I have gone and seen every single Marvel movie since I was 10 when the first Iron Man came out. I love it. I love it so much. And Sierra has only seen, like, them on and off. Like, she had only seen some of them. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need you to watch this with me so you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Chris Evans. Captain America is wonderful. And when I found out that I'm gonna go, you made me start this. You made me start this. Okay, so when I found out the other week that he quite possibly is coming back to the Marvel Universe, I was like gasping. Our friend Emily, which is so funny because we were like, he's my husband. I've loved him since I was 10. Said it at the exact same time. Like, it's just so funny. But anyway, so we are watching WandaVision, and if you guys haven't seen this, stop now because it's spoilers. Anyway, so
Yeah, seriously though.
yeah, like, seriously, spoilers. They found out, like, in the episode that we're on right now, that she is casting these television waves. Is that what they are?
Yes.
Okay. And it's kind of like this low frequency that not a lot of people can hear. And that's how they discovered, like, she was in this alternate world that she was controlling, that we think she's controlling, to deal with, like...
That we're pretty sure.
Pretty sure, to deal with, like, Vision's death and all that good stuff. Anyway, so that would be fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you my thing in a minute, so I'm not going to go into that further, but, like, that would be really wild. Really, really wild. Could you imagine, though, like, Wanda Maximoff is just, like, chilling in your town? No. Fucking love them, though. Anyway, okay. Big nerd about me, about some Marvel. So, all right. I have to take a deep breath because that was a lot. I got really excited.
I can't believe I have a theory this far into it.
Okay, anyway. A truck came to say hello to all of y'all. There's this one truck that drives up and down the road that we live on every goddamn week, and its music is so loud it makes the windows rattle. Like, it is so unnecessary. Oh god. Okay. And I'm gonna get back to this because I can't. It's a whole thing. It just makes me like,
I don't get irritated at a lot of things.
No, you were really, really, really fucking calm.
But, like, that just irritates me.
It irritates me to no end.
Because it's like, it is not, there's no way possible that it's necessary to be that loud.
Yeah. I mean, I like my music loud. Like, you know, I love my loud music. But when I get into the neighborhood, it comes down.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. Okay.
Tangent number 50.
All right. So another famous, which, like, this is the first hum that I've talked about, like, in a specific place. Hum began plaguing the residents of a coastal Scottish town of, I have no idea how to say this. I'm going to say Largs, but I feel like it's not.
That doesn't sound like...
Right? It's like, it's Largs.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
All right, in the late 1980s, it was the same low-pitched drone, inaudible to most, but absolutely debilitating to sensitive, like, people. Mm-hmm. The Largs hum, which I'm so sorry if I fucked up that name, is, like other hums, it's loudest indoors at night and can trigger, fucking get this, nosebleeds, crippling headaches, and chest pains.
Uh-oh.
In the absolute worst cases.
That's not good.
Is that not so unsettling? Okay, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold it in for the theories. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. All right. So another one is the Taos hum, which is in New Mexico. It started in the 1990s, and it is indicated that at least 2% of the population could hear it, each hearer at a different frequency between 32 hertz and 80 hertz, which...
That's a big difference.
Yeah, especially when it comes to sound.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's weird about this hum is that it started, like I said, in the 1990s. It was about 1991. Residents of the area complained of a low-level rumbling noise. A team of researchers from the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the University of New Mexico, and Sandia National Laboratories, and then on top of that, other regional experts were unable to identify the sound, like the sound period, and the source of the sound.
So they could, not only could they not find the sound that people were talking about, like,
Yes.
they couldn't, like, detect it.
Yeah.
So then, therefore, they couldn't find out where it was coming from.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Similar results have been found earlier in a British study. It seems to be possible for hearers to move away from it. One hearer of the Taos hum reported its range was 30 miles. It's a mystery as to how long the hum has been a part of the Taos area, but reports seem to, obviously, like I said, in the 90s. Residents were bothered so much that they pleaded with fucking Congress. Yeah, in 1993 to send the researchers out to their town to discover the source of the sound. Congress abided and funded a group of 12 researchers to locate the source of the mysterious hum. This is separate from the first group.
Okay.
However, after the study, the findings were mixed. In the study published as the Taos Hum Investigations Informal Report, they interviewed 10 sufferers of the hum and found that no conclusive evidence as to why they were hearing the sound. The best answer they came up with was that the people there were just unusually sensitive to microwave radiation.
But I feel like you could take that, you could isolate that and figure out if that was really what it was or not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Yeah. This led some people to believe that if the government couldn't find the cause of the noise, then they were the cause of the phenomenon, which is one of my leading theories. Because the government, okay, this is what I've been holding in.
Oh, okay.
So the government does have like vehicles where they play this really, really god awful noise to disperse crowds,
Mm-hmm.
not clowns, crowds.
Well, if there was a group of clowns, they should also
disperse them.
Yeah.
That is one of their like
tactics or
like wartime tactics, which I'm pretty sure is a human rights violation. Like 80% sure, but the government has these things called long range acoustic device, which they're on like a vehicle, and they're called like sound cannons, and they're used to, one, settle you and like make you disperse, and then two is like a tactic and just like war times, like I said. I think that's what it is. That is one of my leading theories. I also think aliens, because why the fuck not? Let's just go with it. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of my things. Because if the government says they investigated it and then they don't find anything, that's red flag for me, number one. So
I like the alien idea.
Yeah. Let me just let me give you the rundown of a LRAD. Okay? You ready? I'm going to show you a video. They hide it in these like trucks so people can't tell. And that's not me being paranoid, that's true. Are you ready? Sounds like that, but like 10 times louder. Because you're in person.
It's a really bad fire alarm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my leading theory. Governments are aliens. Why not? Many conspiracy theorists believe the government has a program called HAARP, which stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It's to blame, that's what they think is to blame for the Taos hum. This program aims to study the ionosphere of Earth and then learn how to enhance the radio and surveillance capabilities of it. To try to explain this as simply as possible, the ionosphere is partly responsible for how far radio signals can be transmitted. Sometimes signals can bounce off of the ionosphere and transmit hundreds of even thousands of miles away. do like some people try to like experiment with this where like one person will try like on an AM like station at night. He was able to like receive signals from his home in eastern Pennsylvania from as far away as Knoxville, Tennessee and Toronto, Canada. So like it just depends on where you are and what kind of frequencies are being put out at that moment, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
The whole concept. Did you just get like all of a sudden sleepy or am I boring you?
No.
Okay, you look very sleepy.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm just listening.
Okay. Anyway, so more on the conspiracy theory side of this. Conspiracy theorists believe that these high frequency transmissions are harmful to humans, which kind of on that board.
I mean, bloody nose.
Yeah.
Headaches.
Not fun. So the hum in New Mexico, what adds more credence to this belief is that the project started in 1993, the same year the report was commissioned to find out what the fuck was happening with the Taos hum. Although it doesn't answer why it only centers on this tiny New Mexico town, the coincidences are certainly present. All right, so how would you feel living in this town, Juan?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? Do you think you would be able to hear it, though?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
But if I did, I would probably move, I guess.
Yeah. So locals who live in Taos, they feel that this issue, like the one person that was quoted in this article, Joni Griffin, the president and owner of Griffin Associates, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Probably like a law firm or something.
We're gonna go that. Who was hired by the town of Taos to be their official spokeswoman, says, quote, we get many curious people about the hum and people who would love to know more about it. She went on to explain that so many people have inquired about it that there is information in the town's visitor center that discuss the best places to hear the hum, which I want to go to New Mexico now. I want to know if I can hear it. I want to know.
You probably can, because that's your life.
I'm going to be really bummed if I can't, though.
I don't know, man.
I want to hear it.
Okay.
Just I want to just try it for funsies.
And then you die, and then where will we be?
Okay.
That'll be your legacy. The first person to die from the hum.
No.
Somebody already did that.
Yeah, way to ruin the
surprise.
surprise.
I can cut it out.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, I love that look though. You're like, oh shit. Okay, anyway. However, the question remains as to what the hum means to the local population. Griffin, our homegirl, goes on to say that there are two ways to look at it, myth and fact. The myth is that if you're lucky enough to hear the hum, it has a mythical healing powers and good things will happen to you. Fuck, I need to know if I can hear this shit. Okay.
It seems to be the opposite. That bad things happen to you.
Yeah. However, this is still Griffin talking. However, a study was done by the University of New Mexico, and they found that the source of the sound could be from wind blowing through the mountains that border Taos, but it wasn't conclusive. So one fact stays constant in both stories. Griffin says that the best time to hear it is at sunset, and nobody knows why that is, which again ties into the overall blanket statement, you know? But what if you're one of the unlucky ones who don't hear the hum? Will you have a disappointing time in Taos? Is what I want to know. Because, will I be disappointed if I can't hear this? Probably. But will Sierra still have something fun to do? Griffith says, absolutely not. Also, can you imagine being a town spokesperson for a town that literally has, this thing that you hear? And then you come and you can't hear it?
Right. And I can't imagine how many disappointed people they have.
Right. Which is why I wanted to include this, because it just makes me so happy that Griffin is trying so hard.
They have to have other things to
That's what she says. She's like, we have art exhibits, hiking trails, fishing, and in the wintertime, even skiing.
Whoa, man.
This is just a promotional ad for Taos. The one where I'm a travel agent.
Nice. If you don't want to go to Albuquerque,
Go to Taos.
and you can't think of any other towns in New Mexico.
Oh my god.
Now you have one more.
Okay. Anyway, so there are approximately equal percentages of male and female hearers.
Okay.
Age does not appear to be a factor, which we said. With middle-aged people being more likely to hear it.
Which is interesting.
It's very, very, very interesting. So, as I said earlier, Windsor, Ontario is actually another kind of famous place to hear this hum. Researchers from the University of Windsor and Western University of London, Ontario, were recently given a grant to analyze the Windsor hum, and try to determine its cause, which turns out the grant wasn't actually needed. Because they are 99% positive when the pandemic hit, all of the industry shut down. So it's very, very likely that it was like the industrial zone of Zug Island, which is near Detroit, which, as you stated earlier, is close to the border, with reports of noise ceasing after the U.S. steel plant there ceased operations. So it's like 99% sure this is what happened.
I mean, that's not quite so cool, but
right. Some of these aren't as cool.
Fake. The Windsor's just trying to make a name for itself.
Right. Which is really funny because Windsor was like one of the most reported on cases, like, of hearing the hum, besides Taos. So in 2006, Tom Moore, we're going to go with Moore because that's easier to say, then of Massey University in Auckland, New Zealand, believed that he has made several recordings of the Auckland hum. His previous research, he used simulated sounds that had indicated that the hum was around 56 hertz, which ties right into the 20 to 80.
Yeah.
Was it 30? 30 to 80
32
range?
32 to 80.
Mm-hmm. So researchers have also been investigating the hum in Bondi, a seaside area of Sydney, Australia, for several years to no avail. Quote, "It sends people around here crazy. All you can do is put music on to block it out. Some people leave fans on, which I can't sleep without my fan on, so maybe I'm just missing my opportunity to hear it."
There you go. And I'm dead to the world, so I would never hear it.
Literally, guys, I am convinced that if we had an apocalypse or World War III happened or our home was invaded, Sierra would sleep through the entire thing. There's no doubt in my mind. The only way she would wake up is if I went in there, yelled at her, and shook her to wake up. Because this woman sleeps like nobody's business. Honestly, I can't imagine what, no. Seriously.
I'm not, doing it on purpose.
I know that. But I honestly could not imagine. I
can't imagine, how you sleep.
How I sleep?
Yeah.
I am a very, very, very light sleeper. I wake my own self up by just, turning. And I'm a very, very light sleeper. So, anyway, that's one of the reasons why I feel like I could hear it,
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Now, there is skepticism as to whether or not the hum exists, as a physical sound.
Mm-hmm.
In 2009, the head of audiology at Edinburgh's Hospital in Cambridge, David Bagley, which I'm pronouncing his name wrong on purpose because this bitch pisses me off. The hum is real. Said he believed people's problems with the hum were based on physical world about 1/3 of the time and stemmed from people focusing too keenly on innocuous background sounds the other 2/3 of the time. 2/3 of the time? That makes sense. We're going to go with that.
Yeah.
His research focuses on using psychology and relaxation techniques to minimize distress, which can lead to quieting or even the removal of the noise, which again, no. Okay. All right. We talked about Jeff Leventhal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's like a noise and vibration expert. He has suggested that cognitive behavioral therapy might be effective in like helping those affected. Quote, it's a question of whether you tense up to noise or relax by it. The CBT was shown to work by helping people take a different attitude to it. He goes on to say that theories are abundant to explain the origins of the hum, which they can be anywhere from power lines, cell phone towers, industrial fans to my favorite.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Which would be the hum as the work of CIA, the military, and of course, aliens. Okay, which it's every fucking chance I get, I'm going to scream from the rooftops, it's fucking aliens. Okay? Or it's the government. It is what it is.
All right.
What's our FBI agent name again?
Robert.
Okay. I was telling our other roommate about Robert because we were talking about like governments watching us or whatever. And she just like looked at me like, really? Like, is she really saying this right now? And I'm joking, but to like a certain extent.
Right.
Anyway, so you guys get a little paranoid, Emily. You're welcome. Although the obvious candidate given the common description of the hum is sounding like a diesel engine, the majority of reported hums have not been traced to a specific mechanical source. So, in the case of the Kokomo, Indiana? Is that how you say that? Kokomo. Okay, there we go. I got it now. A city with heavy industry where the residents claimed that the hum was so powerful it could make dead leaves dance on the ground, which is wild. Have you ever been there?
To Kokomo?
Yes.
Yes.
How far is, don't say the town, but like from where your parents live?
I don't know how far it is.
Why have you been there?
I don't know. Not like been there to like go there, but there is.
Okay, well now I want to go there to be there. We're going to Indiana in a couple months, and this is a must now.
There's a
hair on Sierra. She's making some very weird movements, y'all. No, I can't. I really wish you guys could have seen that.
Oh man. Anyway,
I can't. I can do it. I can probably do it. I'm not going to look at you for a second. Continue what you're saying.
One of the biggest universities, Indiana University, has a satellite campus there, IU Kokomo. I don't know exactly how far it is from my parents' house, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Kokomo?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it could also...
I'm pretty sure it's like a Native American.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Word. Yeah. All right. Interesting. So they also said that it could cause light bulbs to explode.
Yikes.
Right? That would be so scary. And we have like the nice Google bulbs, so I would be real pissed. Now, the origin of the hum was thought to have been traced to 2 sources.
Okay.
3 if you include my theory.
Okay. Of course we will.
Okay, so the first was a 36 hertz tone from a cooling tower at the local Daimler Chrysler casting plant, and the second was a 10 hertz tone from an air compressor intake at the Haynes International plant. After those devices were corrected, however, the reports of the hum persisted.
Okay.
So my theory is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
The government aliens. Whoa. Okay.
Well, Bessie.
All I imagine when I think of that is like Men in Black. And I fucking love those movies. All right, so 3 hums have actually been linked to mechanical sources. The West Seattle hum was traced to a vacuum pump used by Cal Portland to offload cargo from ships. After Cal Portland replaced the silencers on their machine, reports of the hum ceased. Likewise, with the Wellington hum, it is thought to have been due to the diesel generator, like on a visiting ship.
Oh, okay.
And like we said, the Windsor hum was thought to have been because of the steelworks. One hum, which I thought was pretty interesting, in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah. Only been there 1,000 times and didn't hear a fucking hum. Okay. Was suspected of originating at Santee Cooper substation, almost 2 miles away from the home of a couple who first reported it. The substation is home to the largest transformer in the state, which I did not know.
Wow.
I feel like Bill would know. Don't you think that would be something Bill would know?
Probably, yeah.
Right? I'm going to call him after this and ask him. Pop quiz for my stepdad. He's from South Carolina and he knows like very weird things. Like sometimes he just surprises me with the things that he knows. Okay. It's like that weird dad knowledge, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's a thing. Like dads just have this weird bank of knowledge that they pull out on you sometimes. Okay. Anyway, so that couple sued the power company for the disruption of the hum that like it was causing them because obviously it's probably really fucking annoying if you live there and you have a mortgage and you can't fucking move. The hum was so loud inside their house that they believed, in part, because their house vibrated in resonance to at least 60 hertz.
Wow.
Right? The volume of the hum was measured at up to 64.1 in the couple's home.
Yikes.
Right? It's just so wild.
Yeah, they can't be like, I just feel like they can't be good for your body.
No. Some sources claim that a very low frequency radio waves or extremely low frequency radio waves that are used to communicate with submarines might be the source of the hum, which again would tie into the government theory. Even if it's not to like, you know, disrupt us, it's still interesting.
They should know better.
Yes. Okay, so now some people also think it could be like tendinitis. Can I go with that's how you say it? Which is a disturbance of the auditory system. It is used by some physicians in response to complaints about the hum. Tendinitis. I don't know how to say it, and it fucks with me every time. And you know, if you only knew how many times I've had to stare at this word this afternoon. Okay. It is generated internally by the auditory and nervous system with no external stimulus. So, like, it's your own body making that noise, which would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Now, while the hum is thought by some to be like a form of low frequency tinnitus, like I just said, such as like a Venus hum or Venice hum, some report it as not being internal but being worse inside their homes, which is really weird to me because like you would think it would be outside.
Yeah.
That like with that factor, like with it being inside the home, that makes me think that there's something wrong with the house.
Right. Yeah.
You know? So, however, some people also insist that it's equally bad indoors as it is outdoors. So, like, they hear it constantly no matter what, which is also really fucked up. Because, like, no, I need to come inside and not hear shit. You know?
Yeah.
Some people have also noticed that the hum at home, like, just at home, while others only notice it like when they go to like other places, not while they're outside, but like when they go to other people's homes or if they go to like the grocery store.
So inside other buildings.
Yes. Some sufferers report that it's made worse by soundproofing, which serves only to decrease the environmental noise, thus making the hum more apparent.
Okay, gotcha.
So this is where we get into some scientific shit. Scientists have long known that earthquakes can make the earth sing like a bell for days or months. However, in the late 1990s, seismologists discovered that the world constantly vibrates at a low or like multiple low frequencies, even when there are no quakes, which is very cool. This so-called microseismic activity is far too faint for humans to feel, which is also really wild. Now, researchers say that ocean waves can also be the culprit behind the mysterious tremors.
Okay.
Which, if the Earth is like always making these noises / vibrations, it would make sense that like certain people can hear it. But I'm still stuck on the fact that middle-aged people hear it.
I don't know about that, but like, it's like, you know how some things are natural, like, amplifiers?
Yes.
So, like, maybe for some reason, and I don't know what that reason would be, like, certain homes or certain materials or certain, like, layouts of houses are more apt to amplifying.
Yeah. So, like, with that, many scientists have previously turned to, like, ocean waves as, like, an explanation of amplifying the noise. In one theory, scientists proposed the vibrations were generated by huge ocean waves, which can extend all the way down to the seafloor. The waves can shake the earth as they tumble over the seafloor ridges and, like, underwater continental shelves. Another idea suggested that colliding ocean waves triggered the tremors. So another thing that people think that they're like it could be, which there's like a billion things that it could be, is spontaneous autoacoustic emissions, which human ears generate their own noises, called spontaneous autoacoustic emissions, which is really wild to me. Various studies have shown that 38 to 60% of adults with normal hearing have them, although the majority are unaware of these sounds. So the people who do hear these sounds typically hear like a faint hissing or buzzing / ringing, especially if they are otherwise in like complete silence, which really freaks me out. I feel like, yeah, no. That's not the fun hum that I like. Researchers who looked at the Taos home considered autoacoustic emissions as a possibility, but it was, again, ruled inconclusive.
Of course.
So another possibility that it could be is jet streams. So Philip Dickens suggested at Institute of Biology conference in 1973 that the 30 to 40 hertz hum could be the result of jet stream shearing against slow-moving air. I mean, technically, yes, but air. And possibly
Gotta keep your ears moving.
Yeah, seriously. I can wiggle my ears. Can you wiggle your ears?
No, I cannot.
No? Okay. I can also shake my eyes, and it's wonderful.
I can only wink. That's my only
I have
ability.
trouble concentrating to wink, but it's fine. Every single time you do that. She winked at me, by the way. Stop doing it! Okay, here we go.
Mags winks.
Mags does wink, and it's very precious.
Rude.
Okay. We all know who we like better in the household.
Emmett.
Emmett is our fish. I've like moved plants to put in the corner, like plants outside his fish tank, and he has not like moved from that spot. He is obsessed with it, and he has plants in his fish tank.
Yeah.
But he hides behind the plants that are outside his fish tank, and it's a very interesting choice. Anyway, back to Philip Dickinson. You good?
Yep.
Okay.
And slow-moving ears.
Slow-moving ears. Okay. Slow-moving air, and possibly being amplified by power line post, some of which were shown to vibrate or by, like, rooms which had what we were going with, like, corresponding materials, which, wild, okay? Jeff, our homeboy Jeff, of the Chelsea College Acoustics Group dismissed this suggestion as absolute nonsense.
Tell us how you really feel about it.
Right? Okay, so I found out like a lot of these scientists have beef with other scientists and they give no fucks about what they say in these publications. And Jeff was one of those people.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So one of the many possible causes of the West Seattle hum considered that it was related to the midshipman fish, also known as the toadfish, which is an actual fish.
Okay.
A previous hum in Sausalito, California, also on the west coast of the United States, was determined to be the mating call of a midshipman.
Okay.
Which is, again, a fish. It is a very ugly fish. Not cute. Not cute like Emmett.
I mean, if it
Its
has
mouth
a
is really weird.
mating call that's like the hum, I mean.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, in this case, though, it was resonating through houseboat holes and affecting the people who lived on those boats. However, in the West Seattle case, the University of Washington researcher determined that it would be impossible for any resonating hum transmitted via tanker or like boat holes to be transmitted that far inland.
Okay, gotcha.
You know? Certainly not far enough for like the account to be that apparent. Another instance of this is the Scottish Association for Marine Science. They hypothesized that the nocturnal humming sound in Hythe, Hampshire, in the UK could be produced by like a similar kind of sonic fish situation. The council believed this to be unlikely because such fish are not commonly found in shore waters of the UK. And as of February 2014, the source has not been located, although the sound has now been recorded. So,
well, at least they have that.
Yes.
I just feel like for it to be fish, because the fish would have to have a lot of amplification to travel through the water.
Yes.
And like actually make it somewhere.
Yeah. That's not one of my top theories.
I don't know.
The hair's back, y'all. Okay. All right, here we go. Anyway, so another case of the so-called hum being reported was in the Daily Telegraph. Now we know it's super reputable. It's just like 10 out of 10, you know. Letters from readers. So we know it's like
reliable, accurate.
Yes.
All those things.
Okay, on January 18th, 2018.
Okay. Take me back.
Please don't, for the love of God. It proved to be a wasp nest.
What the heck?
In a hollow wall. Most people...
that's not scary at all.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so most people who hear the hum, they refer to themselves as hearers or hummers.
I don't like that.
Oh my God.
I don't like either of those.
They describe the sound, as I stated, similar to a diesel engine idling nearby. And the hum has driven virtually every one of them to the point of despair, which I can't blame you, but like if he gets that bad, fucking move.
Right?
Like,
unless you're like making money off of the situation.
Yes. Most hum hearers experience the hum at a very low volume, which, okay, good. It starts almost like around 9:30, 10 p.m. at night, and we don't hear it during the day. So, however, it's not the case in Taos. Taos sits at sunset. So, you know. Also, I found out that there's an Ipswich hum.
Oh.
When we went there this summer, guys. This past summer, yeah. And
I didn't really notice anything.
I didn't either, but that was mostly because the people that we were staying beside in the Airbnb were loud as fuck. Yeah. These people were so interesting. They brought their own beer pong table, which says class right there, y'all. Don't get me wrong, I can play some beer pong, but like when you're bringing it with you on vacation, using it in the back of the Airbnb shared backyard, at 2:00 in the morning, I have some questions about your life choices.
Like, I'm gonna go on vacation and I'm specifically bringing beer pong as my game of choice.
Yes. And, like, it was a beer pong table because it was, like, the one that you buy and, like, there are holes cut out for the cups that you put in. Like, a beer pong table, y'all. Yeah, no. Anyway, back to this. One person who is known to hear it gave, like, her testament of it, and her name is Katie. It's kind of a torture sometimes. You just want to scream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, she's from Leeds, England. Leeds is one of the several places in Great Britain where the hum has recently appeared, which recently appeared, don't love that.
Right.
Right? Right? Katie goes on to say, it's worst at night. It's hard to get off to sleep because all you hear is this throbbing sound in the background. You're tossing and turning and you get more and more agitated about it. Being dismissed as crackpots or whiners only exasperates my distress for these complaints. Honestly, like, can you blame her?
Yeah.
Most people who, like, have heard the hum have almost perfect hearing, which leads me to believe that I can hear it. Sufferers complain of headaches, nausea, dizziness, nosebleeds, and sleep disturbances. Now, one person heard the hum so bad that he completed suicide and blamed it on the hum. So that is the only known case of, like, death due to the hum. And that is my case. Wild, right? Now I'm like trying to listen and I can't hear anything and I'm kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm also probably glad because I can only take so much.
Yeah, that would probably not be good for you.
No. I get overwhelmed very easily.
Like, there's already
noises.
There's already a lot going on.
Yeah.
And that would just be an extra thing that you don't need.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, sticking around in some place like that.
No. Like I said, it'd be fun to visit for, like, the day to see if I could hear it, but then I'd be like, okay, let's go see, like, the Grand Canyon or something. Let's go see how close I can get to Area 51, which isn't the top secret, like, base anymore. There's definitely another one. That one's way too popular.
But yeah, like, just one day you start hearing it, and you're like, oh, that's weird. You think it'll go away.
Yeah.
And then the next day.
It doesn't.
And the next day, the next month, and the next year, and you're just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have, like, because I have anxiety and I have, like, OCD, I have the repetitive thoughts in my head, so I couldn't imagine having, like, a constant noise on top of that, because I already can't get...
You think the voices in your head would drown it out?
I don't think so. I think it would be like, hey, there's a noise in our head, let's see how we can...
Poke.
Yeah, poke it.
I'm not touching you.
Oh, we were watching Lilo and Stitch, like the whole Lilo and Stitch thing, and honestly, that movie is so funny. So that was one of my, like, favorite parts when I was little. The whole word, I'm not touching you scene.
Yeah.
Grayson and I did that to no end to each other. Like, no end. My brother and I are only 4 months apart, so it was a very interesting time.
Yeah. Oh.
Sierra can only imagine. Because you know what he's like, and you know what I'm like,
yes.
so.
Yes, I do. But, yeah. No, that would...
Yeah, no, I
think, like you said, to, like, go somewhere where it's reported and see if, like, you could hear it, that's one thing. But to, like, live where, like, did you find any cases where, like, people heard it in one place and then they left and then they could still hear it?
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was almost as if, like, they amplified it, like, when they went somewhere, and then, like, the imprint of it, I guess that's what you could call it, didn't go away afterwards.
Gotcha.
So, like, they were almost, like, looking for it.
Yeah.
You know? Which would be kind of what I was scared of.
Yeah.
So.
That's definitely very interesting.
If anybody hears it, please let me know. I need to know. Like, I need to know. I mean, that would just be it's just so wild to me.
Yeah. I mean, because I get annoyed just when I get, like, a ringing in my ears. You know, and
you
that's
get a ringing in your ears?
Yeah, sometimes.
Alright, that's not concerning at all.
It's pretty normal.
It's normal for you to get a ringing in your ears?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should go to the ear doctor next after you finish your eye doctor.
I mean, it doesn't happen that often. Like maybe a couple times a year.
Okay.
Not like
That's not as
all the
alarming.
time. It's not like all the time.
That's not as
It's
alarming.
just sometimes.
Sierra went to the eye doctor, guys, and she got new glasses, and they're great.
It took me a while to like get adjusted to them.
Yes, I know.
And they're a little like heavy, and they just like to fall off my face.
I know. Every once in a while, I'll just see you go boop and like slide them back up.
And then they just fall right back down. But anyway.
Oh my goodness.
So
that's what I have.
I don't think I had heard about it before, but that's certainly interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I found out about it because I was binge watching Criminal Minds. I don't have anything better to do right now. Yeah, this fucking sucks. I'm still in a boot. I don't think I said that. I'm still in a boot. I haven't gone to the doctor yet to get it off. That's in 2 weeks, probably.
A week
Hopefully.
and a half.
I fucking hope so, man. And then
Yeah,
I have to get my hip looked at, and yeah, it really sucks. Today's one of the harder days. I'm in a lot of pain today, so I'm pretty proud that I got through this bitch. Because Sierra's been sitting here watching me, and I've had to move around, and I'm in just a lot of discomfort at the moment. So if you guys have any helpful pain management tips, hit a girl up, because that's all I got right now.
Yeah.
Also, anything on Netflix that's not Bridgerton, recommend, because I'm not watching it. It's not happening. I've decided.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what anything is, so.
I know. I've already watched Dollface on Hulu, and I loved it. I love Kat Dennings. She's amazing. Yeah. What else have I watched? Right now I'm watching Blind Spot, which is pretty good. I've already finished Criminal Minds. I'm watching Attack on Titan. So I'm willing to watch anime. Love it. But like, I don't mind if it's not in English, because I watch with subtitles on anyway.
Yeah,
Sierra knows.
That's true. I don't really have anything else, I guess.
Nothing else? Oh, wait. I have things. Okay, so have we talked about my coloring?
I think we have, like, a long time ago.
Briefly? Though. Okay, yeah. So I have, as you guys all very well know after my little tangent a moment ago, I have a lot of spare time on my hands at the moment. And Sierra so wonderfully has gotten me coloring books for, like, my birthday, Christmas, probably combined.
All the above.
Just a random Tuesday.
I think it might have been Thursday, but yeah.
Anyway, so I have a really nice one that's called Fuckity Fuck Fuck, a coloring book of curse words, and I'm learning some very new terms.
Expanding your vocabulary, yes, always good.
One of my favorite fucking curse words is fuck nugget, and it is in this coloring book, and I was just so fucking beyond myself.
Yeah.
Like beside myself. It was amazing. She also got me this one that is a book of female serial killers and these women, man. And then there's another one that's like autumn colors, and it's beautiful. So yeah, if you guys have any like recommendations of coloring books. Also, Amazon has some weird as fuck ones. Like one's just cats' buttholes.
Yeah.
You saw that one? I showed you that one, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like nobody needs that.
No, somebody does need a book of curse words though. Like, come on now.
At least
brilliant.
At least that's useful.
Yeah.
Like
it's learning. Okay. Anyway, so recommendations would be appreciated. But I know I keep saying that, but like, guys, I'm really fucking bored. Okay.
So you can send your recommendations,
or just send me a new coloring book. I love hot Cheetos. Okay. Any kind of snack coloring book would be great.
P.O. Box 1416, Monroe, North Carolina 28111. But you can send us messages on the website, paranormpodcast.com. And it's like a little contact us thing. You can send through there. While you're on there, you can check out each week's pictures, sources, and personal resources for each episode.
Yes, because as I very well know, mental health is very important, and with this being trapped in the house, sometimes you just need an extra help, and my therapist is wonderful.
Sometimes even the people who are around you have no idea what to do, and
like your bestie who just kind of lets you be in your depression hole and go in your room and cry and go to sleep, which is definitely not what I did last night. Totally not.
Wink, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Anyway, yeah. So, if you're on Instagram, we're on there too.
I fucking love Instagram.
Paranormal Podcast. We have Facebook, but Emily doesn't really.
I don't know how to use it. Okay.
It's a thing, but.
And also when I go on Facebook, I have to see other people's profiles on Facebook, and some of the things that other people post, i.e. family members, irritate me to no end. Because I know we have said this before. I have vastly different political and opinions, period, than my family members. So Instagram has fun cake videos, and no. And I can, it's no. Just no.
Anyway. Yeah, because, on Facebook, you have to be, you, don't usually friend people who you don't actually know. Yes. But on Instagram, you follow random people. I have,
the wonderful explore page that I can watch these dogs put their nose in their squeaky toys and make flutes. That's what I sent you the video of.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Oh, my God. Okay, so, guys, there is this video of this dog, which I'm probably going to send it to myself so I can post it on our Instagram story. But it's this video of this dog who stuck his nose in his squeaker toy and is blowing in and out of it, and it's making it squeak, and it is the cutest thing I have ever seen.
Okay. I'm excited now. Okay.
You guys, that is as excited Sierra gets. That's it. Okay. I'm excited now. That's it.
What was the thing earlier? And I was like, well, that's all the excited I ever get. Oh, what was it?
I have no fucking clue.
Anyway, okay.
I'm not even fazed by it anymore. I'm just like, oh my fucking God. And you're like, I'm excited now. The caffeinated difference. There we go. The episode title. The case of the caffeinated difference. Oh my God.
Gosh. Anyway. Where was I?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, we did the blog /website. We did Facebook.
It's time
Instagram,
for Patreon.
Patreon. I even got the PO box in there this time.
That was the first one. Way to go.
Yes, Patreon Paranormal Podcast. We're still waiting for number 1.
Still waiting for some patrons. That would be great.
Number 1.
That would give me something to do.
To interact with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
So.
Interact with someone. I'm so fucking bored. I'm talking to inmate, y'all. And it's only week 2.
Scuba man.
Oh my God. Guys. Oh my God. Okay, this is the last thing, and then I'll let you guys go, because I know you're just like, Emily, shut the fuck up. Because I'm like, Emily, shut the fuck up. So, I think we left off week before last? Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
With Sierra is building me a plant table. Well, the plant table is here, motherfuckers. And it's beautiful, and it's black, and it's wonderful. I love it so much. Well, Sierra's wonderful mother gave me this scuba helmet lamp thing, and it's so weird, and I love it so much. I can't even describe to you how much I fucking love this dude. I haven't named him yet. Which is concerning, but I feel like we're not there yet. But yeah, so it's wonderful. I'll probably post a picture of that. Yeah, it's wonderfully weird, and I just love it so much.
Yeah, my mom was gonna give it away or throw it away. I don't know what she was doing with it, and I was like, wait,
hold on a moment.
I think I know someone who would want that.
And then she FaceTimed me, and she goes, "Do you like this?" And I made an ungodly squealing noise.
So.
And then your mom was like, "I think she does."
And now we have a scuba.
Yeah, and now we have a scuba lamp guy.
Scuba man lamp.
Sure.
Scuba helmet lamp. I don't know. Anything. That thing.
We have a SAMP.
A SAMP. All right. Okay.
We need to go to bed.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good week. I hope all of your planets are in the right positions for you. That's how I feel, Sierra. Sierra's staring at me like, what the fuck, Emily? Shut up.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.